Hello everyone, it's Jonathan J. Dog Letterman and you're tuned in to WRPBI TV. You're watching The Anything Bucket. Tonight in our studio I have Rabbi Ray Skop and Cantor Eli Skop from Temple B'nai Moshe. And Temple B'nai Moshe is very unique, very different than the temples that are available to you out there. They use an idea of spirituality through the teachings of Judaism. Rabbi Ray, tell us a little bit about Temple B'nai Moshe and how it came about and how long you've been a rabbi.
Basically, we've followed the precepts of my late father, Rabbi Skop, but we realized that there was a tremendous need today to modernize our services, to appeal to people that really have lost interest. And in so doing, we've utilized a very modern approach to our religion.
And I know I've had the pleasure of going to your services, and they're great. They're very spiritual based. And I know that you come from a very spiritual base, and you had some trials and tribulations in your own personal life that has led you now to being a leader and helping people get in tune with their own divinity.
I was fortunate enough to have been ordained basically by vote of a congregation, and began my pursuit to try and meet new people and influence people to the belief and spirituality of believing in God and reliving and rekindling their relationships to God. And then, for whatever reason, I was given a trial based on sacrificing my life, where I underwent serious medical issues. And in so doing, I was very close to death. But through a revival of believing in God and the help of a wonderful doctor's son of mine, I survived and survived lung cancer, survived many other medical issues, and realized that my calling really now, it was destined for me to go back and to reach out to other people and show them that you can believe, and there is a belief in God and in spirituality and something to live for, and that's what happened to me.
And it was like a rebirth. You have said in many of your emails how it's totally, you become a changed person, how you changed your thoughts and all of a sudden your life changed.
And my lifestyle, which was a wrong lifestyle, having a heavy background in the entertainment industry and music, I realized that there was time that really, as you said, changed my lifestyle, which is what I did.
And we're glad that you did, and we're glad that you started Temple B'nai Moshe. And we have Cantor Eli, and there's a great story here, because these two brothers, they were separated for a while. And they came back together, and now they're working together to bring spirituality to our community. And if you can tell us a little bit about that story and how that came about and what your role is with the temple.
Well, really the biggest point is that we are trying to follow the movement of Calvary, but not with Jesus, but a lot of Calvary uses the Old Testament, the Psalms and the music and the rock and roll and the videos. So we're sort of like the Jewish Calvary, if you'll excuse that expression. And our services are rock and roll, and they're videos, and dancing, and it's just a whole new concept. And what's interesting is, about 3 years ago, I went to this temple, and they had at the end of the temple they had these CDs for sale. So I picked up one of the CDs, a fellow by the name of Rick Recht, which I had never heard of before. And I started playing it, and the music just was unbelievable. He goes to all the very wealthy Jewish camps all over the country, and he performs there. He's like a rock star, and he takes the songs that prayers that everybody's familiar with, like Hinei Matov and Oseh Shalom and all these things, and he changes them with rock and roll music, and it's very exciting, and it appeals to young people. It also appeals to my generation of the hippie movement that was raised with rock and roll. And I remember people saying that rock and roll was just a fad and it won't last, but in reality, rock and roll is what's happening. So I started researching music, and I found that there are many young composers all over the country that do the same thing. Debbie Freeman, Sam Glazer, Josh Nelson. And I started, on the internet, there's a thing called Oy Songs, Oysongs. It's like the Jewish place where you can purchase music like iTunes. And I started going through all these different singers, and I've made a list of my favorite songs, and these are the ones we're going to put into our programming. And I'm going to sing one if you want me to sing it now, because I only got 2 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is we're talking about songs and how he came about the Oi songs and just bringing people together. So we're going to close out with you singing a little bit of the music to be seen and heard at the Temple B'nai Moshe. And we're going to have Rabbi Ray tell you a little bit about how they can get connected with you when Eli finishes singing.
Shalom Aleinu. Oh, say Shalom Bimrumav. Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Oh, say Shalom Bimrumav. Hu ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Oh, say Shalom Bimru.
And once again, we want to thank Rabbi Ray and Cantor Eli for being here on the Anything Bucket. And as we close out this segment, if Rabbi Ray, you can let people know how they can get a hold of you and find out more about the temple, maybe make donations to the temple to help you get everybody in touch with their own divinity and their own spirituality.
You could be able to get a hold of us on the internet. It's under Eli Skop Photography. Or you can check us out on Facebook, by my own Facebook personally, by the name of Ray Skop, Skop, and we would love to talk to you. And of course, we would love to have you join us. And you're more than welcome, and have a nice day. God bless.